Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. So this video is going to be similar to the last one, meaning that it's going to be a little boring going through the Predacon bundle. I explained last time that this is a part of the Dinogate issue that happened last year in 2022, where one of the Dinobot Crystal bundles, the $10 one, gave as much crystals as the $100 bundle. So they made a small little joke of it and made that bundle available for everyone this year. But, you know, the Dinobots are an Autobot faction, so they had to do the same thing for us Decepticons. And that's why I have this set right here, but you can see that's a lot more than normal, right? It's the normal thing was 420 crystals. I bought one here, and then I bought one at their web store that you can get through a browser, because for 20 bucks getting 840 crystals, that's a lot. So let's start opening them up. And it doesn't bring it to the front. That's the only catch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that movie magic that I normally do. Alright, and now after getting rid of that first bundle, you can see the first 10, not a whole bundle, but it did move it to the front. So let's continue doing them 10 at a time. And from this point, like I said, I would completely understand if you either put the video on mute or you fast forward it a little bit. I don't know, like, point 1.5, 2, whatever is easy for you guys. But unfortunately, this is going to be the boring part where they're all dupes. I already have Predacon. I'm just hoping for a lot of 4-star dupes and G-metal cores. And the one thing I hope that doesn't end up happening is I don't max out. Oh, and there it is. What? Seriously? Alright, so what I have to do is I'm going to have to pause this for a little bit and start upgrading cores. Now, I got rid of a lot of stuff, but let's see how long before it hits me up again. All these silver cores are going to be such a pain. It's like, on top of hoping for, 4-star duplicate crystals, now I'm hoping for G-metal dupes. I didn't realize that, this got out of control like that. Now I have to do a lot before I can open up more crystals. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you don't keep a closer control, eye on things. So, like, I have to play more. Right? I know that sounds a little odd, but I don't have as much time as I used to at the moment. So I have to play more to get resources to melt more things down. I guess with this last week of this specific season, maybe that's not too bad. Usually where this stuff helps out is at the beginning of the season, not at the end. Because, what is it, like, 2 of the Cyberpass rewards is farming 27 million resources, Energon, just under 28 million of Energon and Alloy. Some people, kind of do that throughout the season. Like, if you want your 25% increase of fuel, pretty much you do it immediately. And you can do that with, if you do it correctly, like 2 sessions before Friday. And that one's actually the hard part, because I think for us on Eastern time, it's like, I think 1 p.m. is where you have the ability to buy it. And to recharge 50 fuel cells, it's about 4 hours, I think. So it's like, all right, buy the pass, right? And then do 1 session, which is possible, right? 1 to 5. And do another session from 5 to whatever. It doesn't have to be exactly like that. It could be, a little after lunchtime, a little before you go to bed, right? But, trying to squeeze both of them in and to successfully hit those numbers is the hard part. All right, so now I got, what is that, 1 dive bomb? Which is like another reason why I am going to go for multiple 5-star guys instead of the 5-star piece for Overlord. And dive bomb's really good. For my Autobot account, I have Windblade. And I have the core that, it's the prime core that brings you back. I think it's the Nexus one. I'm probably wrong on it. Because Dive Bomb and Windblade, they both do a good amount of damage, and their specials are relatively low. Like, say, the other people that come similar to their special is Lugnut and Deathsaurus. But if you guys, like, look at their cost of their special, is expensive. Using it twice pretty much inhibits the rest of the team using stuff. So unless you have a team of walkers, they're not cost effective, to use multiple times, that is. When I'm like power leveling, of course I would use like those guys like 3 times in a row, easily beat the match, and then XP is given to that transformer along with whoever I'm power leveling. This G Metal core I'm not too sure about, though. It's probably, like, Nexus is Nexus, right? These G Metals don't do the power of the prime cores, I guess, except for like the golden key, right? The golden disc. Now I got another tantrum. Now what I have to unfortunately end up doing on the side is like going in. There it is. Tantrum's like way on the bottom. Tantrum, dive bomb. All right, give me a second to see what else I can melt down. All right. We're not halfway there yet, but fingers crossed I melted down and converted enough silver cores to hold off for a little while. Unfortunately, they were universal cores. What would be a great enhancement is in that core conversion area. Like, I would have loved to have just clicked a button to get to like the G metals or the bot specifics, instead of going through the full list, right? Like a little bit of filtering would help. And, you know, after all opening so many of them, I didn't realize how close I was. And now I have to kind of like keep an eye open when it even comes to my other account. Like after I do some farming sessions, what I do is for like the silver cores, I just melt them down into the golds and the... Actually, no, I don't. I melt down the silvers right to the G metals. And then when they get up to like a certain level, I'll just melt them into another G metal. I don't care if I lose anything. And when it comes to like farming for the alloy too, it's just I just use them in donations and melting, and of course the shield generator. But all right, did I get a good tantrum at least? Just a silver tantrum. So the hope is that this video is going to be like 25 minutes, less than. But nothing too crazy is coming up with it. Little gameplay video should have been me melting down or converting the cores. And it's not too big of a deal. I just can't believe, it's... I guess it's easier to believe that because I wasn't paying attention to this account is why the thing became so out of control. $5,000. It ends up happening. I remember like earlier on when I was playing the game and I hit the cap, I didn't read it. I just saw the message and I just skipped past it, kept on opening more stuff up. And then when I actually read it, I was like, hey, wait a second. How much, resources did I just waste? Because even though you're capped out, right, you still need that stuff for something. And because I don't have a fully maxed out, HQ 18 base, meaning walls, all the G metal defenses, because it's all not maxed out. That's stuff that I lost. And I got to get G metals for every one of these guys. And I just wish there was an easier way to get to it, It's a little bit of a pain point. Yeah, you know what? This video shouldn't be more than 20 minutes, I think, right? I'm at, what, 210 to go? Nope, never mind. It was 260. So I still have a decent amount. And the way this thing takes its sweet time to connect to the server is a little bothersome. And at least that was a lot of 3 stars. What I'm going to have to do is on my other account, when there's more... Oh, that's what I like. Multiple 4-star dupes. Yeah, there we go. That's a good amount, So what I was saying was on my main account, I'm going to have to first melt down a lot of cores and then go through the crystal packs. Yeah, I know this will be under 25 minutes. I'm just hoping to keep it under 20. Headstrong. Does Headstrong have a G1? I guess not. Like some of these guys who've, been here for years, right? And that don't have a G1, that's a little annoying, right? It's not too bad. You just couldn't think of a good way to make him have a G1 back then. But for them to, like have a G1 much later and not an easy way to get it's what's really annoying. Because, like, the only way you're going to get a G1 core is by buying their bundle. But why would we buy a bundle if we have, a 4-star already, and especially if you have a 5-star, there's no way you're going to buy a bundle for a character that you have the strongest version of, And for them to kind of make these character shards a reason to get, I'm not feeling that. That's a little messed up. There's Headstrong again. Good 4-star dupe, but volatile mixture. Rampage. Rampage doesn't have his own G1 either. It's funny how they'll give G1s to certain people, and it doesn't make any sense. I think they have a Windblade G1, right? But no Rampage G1. Sometimes they just have to make sense out of it accordingly. My G1 is kind of specific to the 1980s cartoon. Like the bot specific. Go ahead, put more more ones in there. More items in there. I'm a little surprised I haven't seen a G medal of Razor Claw yet. I want a Die Bomb, but not Razor Claw. Wonder if I already have it. I don't know. Well, at least this video's coming to an end shortly. Looks like it's just a hair over 20 minutes. Another gold dive bomb, no problem. And on the next video is going to be cleaning up some of the single ones there. The Cyberpath stuff. But if you did like the video, feel free to hit the like button. I know it was a little long, and because I didn't get anybody new, it may felt a little boring. But If you have some constructive criticism, go ahead and leave it down below. And I do make videos every so often, and because of the Black Friday sale, there's probably going to be a lot more videos than normal. So go ahead and hit the subscribe, all right? But thank you so much, guys, and have a good one.